Intelligence as a unitary entity, psychologists consider intelligence to be multi-dimensional concepts that includes different types of intelligence. This now leads us to the second theory of intelligence, the fluid and crystallized intelligence. How do they differ? Fluid intelligence is the innate ability we have to solve problems, understand information, think abstractly, and make sense of the world. In other words, this is the biological intelligence that we are born with and naturally attain as we grow older. While crystallized intelligence is the accumulation of information, skills, and strategies that people have learned through experiences and that they can apply in problem-solving situations. Each tidbit of information we learn is like a crystal, and we accumulate millions or billions of them throughout our lifetime.
To better analyze and describe the concept of intelligence, the psychologist Howard Gardner proposed a new approach in intelligence. He argued that rather than asking how smart are you, we should ask how are you smart. So he developed a new theory that quite became very influential. This is the theory of multiple intelligence. What is it all about? The theory of multiple intelligence was developed in order for us to know and understand what area of intelligence we can excel. What are these intelligences?
The first one is the musical intelligence. It deals with the sensitivity to sounds, tones, and music. A person with high musical intelligence have good pitch and absolute pitch. The second one is the bodily kinesthetic intelligence. They have the ability to control bodily motions and the capacity to handle objects skillfully. They have sense of timing, clear sense of the goal of a physical actions, and they are good in muscular movements like athletes and dancers. The third one is the logical mathematical intelligence. It deals with the logic, abstractions, reasoning, and numbers. They excel more in reasoning capabilities, scientific thinking and investigation, and the ability to perform complex calculations. They are the scientists, mathematicians, logicians, doctors, and philosophers. The fourth one is the linguistic intelligence. This area has to do with words, spoken or written. A person with high verbal intelligence display a facility with words and languages. They are good in reading, writing, telling stories, and memorizing words along with dates. They have the ability to understand and manipulate syntax and structure. It includes writers, journalists, poets, and teachers. The fifth one is the spatial intelligence. It deals with the spatial judgment and the ability to visualize with the mind's eye. It includes artists, designers, and architects. A spatial person is also good with puzzles.
Sixth is the intrapersonal intelligence. These people are smart about themselves. They are highly introspective and understand their own inner workings to a degree others do not.
The next one is the interpersonal intelligence. It deals with the interactions with other people. They are sensitive to the feelings, temperaments, moods, and motivations of others. They communicate effectively and good in socialization. It includes salesmen, managers, teachers, politicians, and social workers. The last one is the naturalistic intelligence. It deals with nature and their surroundings. It includes naturalists, farmers, and even archaeologists.
Ding. Ding.
IQ test can be done through assessment. For example, I will be giving a test that was made of 30 items that were designed to cover a broad range of their mental capabilities. If someone scored as well as an average of 14 years old, then they would have a mental age of 14. According to Louis Sterman, who published a new version of Binet-Simon intelligence that incorporated William Stern's method of calculating intelligence, quotient or IQ. To get an IQ score, the mental age is divided by the person's actual age, and then that number is multiplied by 100. For example, if a 14-year-old had a mental age of 14, then their IQ would be 140. Louis Sterman called this new test the Binet-Simon intelligence scale. But there was a problem with his new method. Intelligence stops increasing around the ages of 16 to 18, meaning this test could only measure children. The idea of measuring mental ages was ditched and a percentile rank was implemented. Percentile rank is based on the proportion of similarly aged people. It's based that someone's test scored matched or exceeded. A person's scores was now calculated by comparing scores of other similarly aged individuals. If someone scored equal or better than 80% of the people who had taken the test, then they would fall in the 80th percentile. This percentile rank is then converted into an IQ score. IQ scores are based on a mental distribution, which is bell curve paragraph that has an average score of 100. Since most people have an IQ of 100, the higher the score, the more intelligent a person is. IQ is not a tell-all predictor of whether or not someone will succeed academically.
Mental retardation or intellectual disability is a generalized disorder characterized by significantly impaired cognitive functioning and deficits in two or more adaptive behaviors that appear before adulthood. It is also characterized both by significant below average score in tests